I'm going to be soaking at about 74 degrees today. And I've already blended this. And that's my kaolin clay and oils and sodium lactate, but I'm going to blend it again. I want it really smooth before I add the lye. My micas are all ready as well. They're mixed up with some of the batch oils. Just a little tricky. I just want to remember what I'm doing, because I'm only going to use 4 colors today, plus some white, but they have a dual purpose, so I can't just go pouring everything in the main batch, because I want to keep some for the piping. Okay, so I'm ready for the lye. Get that poured in there gently. And I also have my fragrance mixed, and it's the same mix I came up with years ago. I'm actually going to put some links at the end of this video for the first couple times I made it, but it's I really love the fragrance. It's lemon lime and then something, just a little bit of spicy, and it really makes it a little bit different, and it's always sold out. I'm going to add my fragrance. I don't believe it's going to speed things up. I want this a little bit on the thicker side anyway, since I'm going to pipe it. And one hint that I'll give you, and when I make my portions of color, I know how much color I want in my soap, so I let the containers tell me what amount of batter I'm going to be using. So there's that. Okay, I'm going to have mainly yellow, but I'm going to pour my smaller amounts first. And I have to remember to leave some left behind in the bowl as well. So we'll start off with something like that. 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 A little more yellow. The rest will be white. It's my titanium dioxide mixed in some water. And let's start to blend. It smells awesome. It's the white. So I made the yellow extra bright because it fades, and so hopefully it'll fade into something nice and bright. The darker of the 2 greens. Not blending much at all because I still have to work with these. Oh, that's just the right purple. I wanted something not too dark. Okay, so let's see how everybody's doing. This is the one that got the most bubbles in it, so let's stir that out. Trying to thicken. Of course, I want it to be thick when I'm ready to pipe some of this stuff, so it's kind of a happy medium. So you don't really want a fragrance that's gonna accelerate and get too hard, because as you know, some of them can thicken so much you can't really pipe. I think we're doing really well. Okay. So the first part is just going to be pretty simple in the pot swirl. I think I'll start with some of the yellow. Some purple. Stir the green a little bit. It's getting a little thick, so it pours right. Some more yellow. Light green. I'm not going to pipe. Oh, I actually am. I'm going to pipe some of this purple, so I better keep some of that too. Put these aside and pour the base. Okay, so I better let that set, and I'm going to fill my piping bags. I did make a mistake, but I'm going to show you how I'm going to take care of it. I wanted some white in my main piping too, so I'm going to scoop some of this out. Put it on this plastic. I'm going to put it in 2 lines. I don't think that disturbed the swirl. Okay, but tap that down again. We'll see during the cut whether that disrupted any of the swirls inside, but I don't think it's going to be noticeable at all. And then I'm going to put some green. Keep some of that. May as well use some of this purple. Going to be a little bit random. But random's what gives some great design sometimes. So I'm going to just get this ready. It's still too soft to pipe. Make a little burrito with that. That's going to go into this star tip. Put the end in there. I'm going to do the same technique with this purple. And actually I'm making things up as I go now. I think I want just a pure purple. So let me get this one filled. Let's actually use the smaller tip. Kind of picturing this better now that I'm working with it. I don't need much. And I already know I'm going to take a little bit of a breather while you guys are on hold, so you won't have to wait around, but I'm going to wait until these firm up a little bit before I pipe with it. Okay, that's doing fine. Then the two greens. I still have some yellow left. And the darker green. Just going to go on this one. Just going to spill a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to put all of these in this tray and wait until everything's firm enough. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes. I used my time wisely by doing some cleanup. So change the camera angle so that you can see. I'm just going to make a layer of these bigger. Bigger what? What do you call these? Dabs. Don't want that as tall. And I want the tall center, a little taller. I couldn't plan that any better, but I like the mix of the colors. Well, maybe they're going to be hidden. I didn't do that well, did I? Well, let's make the top a little taller. The purple's going to make up for it, but I hate to cover up that more fine striated tip. But this is how we learn. Well, one thing I got right was the amount of batter I needed for this. I have a little bit extra that I can pour into some extra molds and a little bit of glitter. I'm curious how this mystic blue glitter is going to look. It's got a little bit of a blue reflection in it. Just a tad. Okay, so there's the top, and we'll bring you back for the cut. Okay, let's cut this year's version of Lemon Lime Sublime. And I really like how this end looked when I took it out of the mold. So let's cut a little piece of the end first. So the original idea was that this is a blend of lime and lemon, and I wanted something extra in that fragrance. So I added like a spice note, and it smells awesome. So the purple represents that. It's the first time I've made the soap with a piped top. I'm really liking this mystic blue Enviro glitter that I put on top just a little bit. It gives it a little bit of a iridescent blue shine. It's an easy swirl to do, basically an in the pot swirl. Just trying to make each successive soap a little bit different, so it's not the same old thing every time. And I also look at my collection of soaps on the website to make sure that I have a variety of fragrances, colors, and swirl types on it for the variety. I did want a base of a bright white to set everything off in this. I really like it. So the color scheme in this soap has not really changed much through the years, so I'll try to put a link of the other times that I've made this particular soap. Kind of making it just as much for me as for the website. Palo Santo soap just went really quickly. A few bars left. As soon as I put it on the website, it was going out the window pretty much. So I've ordered more fragrance and we'll definitely be making more of that. So anyway, we'll see you at the next video and I hope you're doing well, okay? Bye.